Certified organic. It's the label you look for when you're spending extra money on organic produce. Somebody, somewhere, put a stamp of approval on it, assuring customers produce is pesticide-free. Or is it? The I-Team's Hagit Lamor joins us now with a national investigation. Hagit?
Well, the I-Team found that there is no government testing in place, even though Congress made testing the law decades ago. So we did some testing of our own. Tonight, we have your results.
There are no chemicals added. It's out of the ground and right to the shelves.
Eastgate's Eric Peterson made the switch.
I feel a little bit safer about it.
So did Amelia's Jackson Rouse. They're helping fuel the multi-billion-dollar organic food industry.
It's better for you.
But no studies prove organic foods are healthier.
By definition, organic does not mean chemical-free.
Will Sumner has been a chemist for more than 35 years.
It just means that they're grown without the use of synthetic pesticides and fertilizers.
He tests produce for the government.
Now, that doesn't mean that they're not toxic.
So is the more expensive organic food we buy safer than conventionally grown? Congress enacted the Organic Foods Production Act in 1990 to force the Department of Agriculture to test organic produce and oversee third-party certifiers all around the world. But for 22 years now, that mandated routine testing never happened.
Congress indicated that certifiers should be doing periodic residue testing, and that had never been established.
McAvoy found out when he did this audit in 2010 and found his agency had never set up any testing procedures as required by law. So we did. The I-Team joined 10 of our sister stations across the country. We went to various stores and bought a wide variety of imported organic produce, each station buying different products. In Cincinnati, we bought cucumber, pineapple, and English cucumber. Each sample from across the country then shipped overnight to the same certified lab in California. In all, the lab tested 33 types of imported organic produce for us. Our results: 12% had pesticide residues, another 10% had trace amounts. All of our organic produce that tested positive for residues came from Mexico. Mini pumpkins, yellow squash, and tomatoes had small amounts of pesticides that the USDA would allow for sale. But fresh basil had a fungicide Sumner said wasn't legal for organics, so the FDA would make all retailers pull it from their shelves. The good news? None of the produce we bought here tested positive for any residues. And 22 years after Congress passed that law, the government finally is setting up testing. 5% of operating farms here and abroad. The goal? To discourage mislabeling, prevent residues, and meet consumer expectations.
How well that's implemented overseas, can USDA have the staff over there to make sure it's being run the same? That's the question.
That testing is supposed to start later this year. The bottom line for now, we found organic food had far less pesticides, but you can remove 50% of residues in non-organic food just by washing your food. Back to you.
All right, nice report, Hagit. Thanks.